Okay, we are back. I hope. Let's check that dashboard. Still doesn't look great. Not dropping frames, but doesn't look great. Okay. Let's see, is the audio coming through? Okay. Let's see, is the audio coming through? Yeah. Good. Cool. So that's going. Let's get this party started. So, just to reiterate, we're translating the Gospel of John. We finished the epistle of 1 John, the epistle of 2 John, the epistle of 3 John. That takes care of the general epistles. Now we're going to work on the Gospel of John. And that will take care of the entire, what's called Johannine corpus, okay? You got the Johannine corpus, you got the Pauline corpus, and it's cool. We've already translated the first 8 verses last week. I'll reread it again, even though I just read it, but I had to stop the stream because I was getting major data loss. I don't know why. So let's reread the first 8 verses, and then we'll start in verse 9 translating, okay? So in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. This one was in the beginning with God. All things were created by him, and nothing was created apart from him. What has been created, well, in him was life, and the life was the light of the people. And the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not overcome it. There was a man, one who has been sent from God, whose name was John. This one came for testimony in order that he might testify concerning the light, in order that all might believe through him. That one was not the light, but in order that he might testify concerning the light. That's the end of verse 8. So now we're going to pick up in verse 9. In to phos to alithinon, o photize panta anthropon, erchomenon iston kosmon. Okay, so this is the imperfect third person singular of imi, in. So he was the true light. Okay, so this is nominative. So this is what's coming. The true light was what lights or what enlightens. Yeah, what enlightens, sheds light upon all men, or people. That's how I'm going to translate. Verse 9. So we have imi plus a participle. Imi plus participle. That's a special construction. I forget what it's called. It's Oh, what is the participle called? It's yeah, what is it called? It's escaping me. Let's see. Paraphrastic construction. Go. That's third person plural. There's another reference here. This is not perfect passive. So a paraphrastic construction consists of a form of me and a participle and is used in place of a finite verbal form. When we have a present of me, we have imperfect and a present participle. This feels like something's supposed to be over here. Not. Just as you would the regular formation of the tense, perhaps the continuous idea will be emphasized. So an imperfect me plus a present participle. Will function as imperfect. Got it. So the true light which enlightens this is third singular present active indicative, which enlightens all people was coming into the world. Okay? Verse 10. En to kosmo in, ke o kosmos di avtu ageneto, ke o kosmos avton uk egno. He was in the world. He was in the world. And the world came through him. But this is genome, so to be born, to be made. Yeah. I'm going to use this one. Came into existence, and the world was made. This is aorist. Through him. Through or by? Genitive, yes. By or through or synonymous in this usage. Okay. So apparently this is agency as opposed to instrumentality. Okay. And the world did not know him. Third singular, aorist, active, indicative. Okay, and the world did not know him. All right. Verse 11. Making good progress here. Ista idea ilthen, ke idea idii avton u parlabon. Okay, so he came into his own, and his own did not receive him. It's probably like his own people, maybe? Ta idea, that's weird. It's plural. But it's translated as home. Very weird. Okay, so he came. Right, he came. Third singular aorist active indicative of erchome. He came. He came. To his home. Taking a little bit of liberty there, but the article can function as his. It's just odd. It's plural. Ista idea. And his associates. I'm going to cross that out and put people. Did not receive him. Ooh, accept. Did not accept him. Okay. Verse 12. Aussi de elabon avton edoken aftis exousian techna theu geneste tis pistevusin isto onoma avtu. But this is literally as many as of tis. Okay. So, but all who received him, he gave to them. So let's go back. All who to them. Okay. He gave to them authority He gave to them authority capability, might, power. With infinitive following to indicate the thing. That's not what we're dealing with here. Maybe we are. Yeah, we are. Infinitive following to indicate the thing that one is able to do. So he gave to them power to become children of God. The ones who believe, pistevusin, present active participle, so continuously, in his name. Comma, verse 13. Iuk ex ematon ude ektelimatos sarkos ude ektelimatos andros al ektheu agenithisan. Okay, so who masculine plural nominative dative. It's referring back to this here, but without the dative. Okay. So those who were not from blood, nor from the will of the flesh, nor from the will of man, but from God. Agenithison, were born. Third person plural, aorist, passive, indicative. Those who were born not from blood, nor from the will of flesh, nor from the will of man, but from God. Period. So that takes us to verse 14. So there was a man who has been sent from God, whose name was John. This one came for testimony, in order that he might testify concerning the light, in order that all might believe. I think I don't need those in order that's. I think those are just simply two. He came for testimony, testify concerning the light. I don't know. That one was not the light, but in order that he might testify concerning the light. The true light, which enlightens all people, was coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made through him, and the world did not know him. He came to his home, and his people did not accept him. But all who received him, he gave to them power to become children of God, the ones who believe continuously in his name, those who were born not from blood, nor from the will of the flesh, nor from the will of man, but from God. Okay, verse 14. Gospel of John 1:14 forward. Okay. Ke o logos sarx ageneto, ke eskinosen en imin. Ke etheasametha tin doxon aftu, doxon os monogenus parapatros, pliris charitos ke alithias. And the Word became flesh. Sarx. Okay. And so just like God had his tabernacle and dwelt among the people, so did the Word take up residence. and settled among us. And we saw his glory. Glory like monogenes. One and only. Okay, so interesting. So it's like, and we have seen his glory. So we saw his glory, a glory like unique from the Father. It's interesting. Okay. Glory such as belongs to the only Son from the Father. Interesting. The only one of its kind, unique in its genos, yachid, used of an only or beloved child. Agapitos, beloved. Okay, thank you, babe. Love you. Agapitos in the synoptic account of baptism of Jesus. Okay. Tabernacle, what did I say? Thank you very much. Shekinah glory, yep. Glory of the one and only begotten Son in earlier translations, but despite the efforts of some to restore that rendering, the NIV is a little closer to what is meant. The glory displayed in the incarnate Word is the kind of glory a father grants to his one and only best loved Son. Glory like the one and only Son from the Father. Pleris, full. Feminine singular, nominative, genitive, genitive. Full of grace and truth. Period. Verse 15. Ioannis martyri peri avtu ke kegragen legon, utos in on ipon. O opiso mu erchomenos emprosthen mu gegonen, oti protos mu in. I can't stand how some of these verses are split up. Why do they got to do that? Okay. John witnessed or testified concerning him, and okay, so John testified concerning him and cried out, saying, quotation mark, this one was whom he said, and this is I said. So this is the one whom I said. I'll put a colon here, even though it's not there, and then a single quotation mark. The one after, behind. Present middle participle, masculine, singular, nominative. The one who is coming after me. Interesting. Here it means ranks. Genome means ranks. That's interesting. one who is the one who is coming after me ranks he has ranked before me. I think OT here is because or for he was first of me or before me. Yep. Because he was before me. That okay, so oti ek tu pliromatos av tu imis pantes elabomen ke karin anti karitos. Because from his fullness out of his fullness we all received, and grace unto grace. I think this OT here really is marking off a section. Let's see here. What does this say? This doesn't help. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Okay, so I think this is just signaling we're picking up where we left off. Marker of narrative of discourse content, direct or indirect, that. Explanatory clauses, direct discourse, marker of causality. So verse 16, 4. Out of his fullness, like completeness, we all received What is that use of and? Even. So it's a sensive. Grace upon grace. Semicolon. Verse 17. Otionomos dia Moisios edothi I charis ke I alithia dia Jesu Christu ageneto. For the law of Moses the law was given through Moses. It's contrasting. Grace and truth came through, there it is, Jesus Christ. Verse 18. Theon udis eoraken popote. Monogenis theos on, iston kolpon, tu patros ekinos exigisato. Okay, so no one has ever seen God. What? Monogenes is masculine singular nominative. Theos, masculine singular nominative. O, masculine singular nominative. Own, masculine singular nominative. This is interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's true. The only son who shares the nature of God, O monogenes theos, as given in an authentic exposition of God to man. Okay. So this way, this translation is keeping them each term separate. The one and only Son, God, who was, is, in the bosom of the Father. Very strange. I think one of these commentaries had something on it. Lazarus in Abraham's bosom. Okay. That one. No one has ever seen God, the one and only Son, God, who is in the bosom of the Father. That one. Third singular aorist, middle indicative. Often as TT. Terminus technicus, technical terms. The activity of priests and soothsayers who impart information or reveal divine secrets. Also used with reference to divine beings themselves. He has made known the invisible God. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, we'll go ahead and pick up at verse 19 next week. We got far. We did 10 verses instead of 8. Can't complain with that. Let's read the translation we got. I won't do this every time, but not too bad right now, so why not? All right. So, a couple pages here. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. This one was in the beginning with God. All things were created by him, and nothing was created apart from him. What has been created, in him was life, and the life was the light of the people. And the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not overcome it. There was a man, one who has been sent from God, whose name was John. This one came for testimony, in order that he might testify concerning the light, in order that all might believe through him. That one was not the light, but in order that he might testify concerning the light. The true light, which enlightens all people, was coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made through him, and the world did not know him. He came to his home, and his people did not accept him. But all who received him, he gave to them power to become children of God, the ones who believe continuously in his name. Those who were born not from blood, nor from the will of flesh, nor from the will of man, but from God. And the Word became flesh and settled among us, and we saw his glory, glory like the one and only Son from the Father, full of grace and truth. John testified concerning him and cried out, saying, "This is the one whom I said, the one who is coming after me, he has ranked before me because he was before me." For out of his fullness we all received even grace upon grace. For the law was given through Moses, grace and truth came through Jesus Christ. No one has ever seen God, the one and only Son, God, who is in the bosom of the Father. That one has made known God. Cool. So there is our translation so far. Next week, we will pick up where we left off, translating 1:19 through maybe 28. We'll see. Depends on how it goes. But yeah, so we're moving right along. Gospel of John is a lot more difficult. It's still fairly manageable, but it's not the same as Gospels or the epistles of John. So we've got our work cut out for us, but that's okay. So hope you find this helpful. I hope you are enjoying being able to use the Greek that you've worked so hard on over the last, 7 months? 8 months? So keep it up. And we'll see you again next week, 9 a.m. Pacific. Bye-bye.